Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really did that, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. This means that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, tribe? How y'all doing? Happy hump day. Happy hump day, you guys. How y'all doing? Hey. Child, I am tired. I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all the truth. My energy level might be a little low today. I am tired. Do you hear me? And I think part of the reason why I'm tired is, one, I did not sleep well last night. But two, it is so cold in my building. Like, I'm literally wearing a hoodie with the hood up all day long because the building is freezing, because they have already turned the air conditioning on. And you know how in these older buildings, it takes forever for something to get hot or something to get cold. So they have already turned the air conditioning on. They are not going to turn the air conditioning off. And when I say it was 60 degrees in DC today, so imagine being in a building that has the air conditioning on and it's 60 degrees outside and raining. Baby, I couldn't get out that building fast enough. But I had a staff meeting after work. So I could. That's why we didn't do a teacher project today, because I had a meeting after work, so I couldn't. And I was supposed to be going out with my cousins after work today, but because of the rain, one of my cousins was having some car issues with her windshield wipers, and it was raining. And so we just decided to do it another day. So y'all got me tonight. But baby, I'm just tired. And y'all know what else I'm tired of? am tired of y'all. And when I say y'all, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about y'all. I'm so tired of y'all being petty just to be petty. We're going to get back to that. Remind me, Chuck, that I said being petty just to be petty. Let me say hi to my people before I start fussing. Let me say hi to my people before I start fussing. What's up, Corey? Hey, Boo. Hey, Tawana, The Informed. Hey, Boo, I'll see you on Friday. What's up, Quake? Hey, Nikki. Grown Woman, Don't Try Me. Southern Belle. Queen Lily. Hi. Gossip in the Garden. J Diva. Miss Rail. Hey, what's up, Chuck? Hey, Boo. Shay had a tour. Did he actually cancel it or were the ticket sales erased? Ooh, we're going to talk about it. What's up, Quake? Latasha, what's going on? Hey, Brandon, Lovely Nola, Itty Bitty. Hey, Boo. Hey, everybody. What's up, Ronnie? Did I get everybody? Hey, Ray. What's up, Boo? Montrez, Ronnie, Savion, or Savon. I always want to say Savion, and it's Savon. Hey, Jamie. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nap Queen, Kia, Shakira, R&D Diva. All right. Anybody, if I missed you, charge it to my head and not my heart, y'all. I'm scrolling down. But if I miss anybody, charge it to my head and not my heart. We already have almost 100 people. If you guys could go ahead and if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. It will be much appreciated. So listen. So baby, let's get into the things. So what I mean by people that want to fuss just to be fussing. So I did a video yesterday, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tell you what it was, and I'm gonna tell you what people said. If you're not subscribed to my other channel, I did a video last night on Britt Edie. If you watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She had a party on last week's episode that was a total disaster. So her event decorator, not the event coordinator, not the caterer, the event decorator came down to Instagram to clear her name. And I'm going to read y'all exactly what this woman said. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. I did a video on it last night, but I'm going to find it. I'm going to read y'all exactly what this woman said. This is what this woman said. I'm going to read it to y'all. It says, "Hi, I'm Bella. I want to address my appearance." Clock the word appearance. Somebody write that on the chalk. This is what I do to my students. Somebody write that on the chalkboard, right? Appearance. Well, we don't do chalkboards no more, but write it down. "I want to address my appearance on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, where I decorated an event for Britt Edie. As the event decorator, I fulfilled everything I was asked to do and more. However, some behind-the-scenes details weren't shown. I want to be clear. I was not responsible for the food. Britt asked me to design a menu based on her selections, and the restaurant was in charge of providing and serving it. Secondly, the venue was not available for private use. The club was open and operating, and me and team arrived early." Put that on the board. Thank y'all. Put it on the board early, not late, and was moved around due to production, lighting, etc. All things that were out of our control. She chose to serve small bites due to budget constraints, which she confirmed in a message, which tells me she has the message. "I had no control over food quantity or service, as I am not an event planner or caterer." She said, "Baby, all I did was show up with the balloons and the table runners and the streamers. That is what I am here for. My role was strictly decor. I offered input on setup, including the use of high top tables and styling the dining table, which she approved." Hey, El Teddy, thank you for sending the people over. Thank you, boo. "Lastly, any claims that I overcharged or misled anyone are false. I wasn't even fully compensated for my job and was still in dispute about my balance. There's a clear difference between an event decorator and an event planner. Confusing the two unfairly shifts blame." So that's the video I did last night. The video was literally like 5 minutes long. I don't know how y'all find so much to complain about in a 5-minute freaking video. So first I said, somebody put in my comments, she wasn't even on the episode. She just clout chasing. We clearly saw Britt have a conversation with this woman on camera about the food. That is how we knew. Wait a minute, what Tracy just said, man? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, I already knew that, Tracy. I thought you knew that too, child. I already knew that. Tracy sent me the pardon list, child. It was clearly on screen. This woman is not clout chasing. This woman is clearing her name because what it looked like she was in charge of the food situation and that she screwed up. So she was clearing her name. The second thing that y'all said in my comments, y'all said she was probably late. Didn't that lady tell you she was early? And that she got moved around because of production? Didn't that lady explain to y'all why she wasn't done setting up? Because production kept making her move her setup. And then I made a comment about her not being paid. And I was like, dang, that was a year ago. So somebody wrote in my comment and said, this was filmed last summer, 2024. And I couldn't figure out if they were correcting me because I said that was last summer and it's technically not summer yet. Like it's May, not July. Or if I made a comment about her not being paid and they were correcting me about that. Because that was fine. Because I did misunderstand it, think she meant she still hadn't gotten paid like as of right now. But I think she was saying as of the taping, she hadn't gotten paid yet. But why do y'all, and again, when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I ain't talking about the 160 people in this room. I'm talking about the other people. Why do y'all try so hard to just make people just, like, I get it. You like who you like, and people have their faves. I get that, y'all. I really do. But it is so frustrating sometimes that y'all, and I know I said the same thing yesterday, so maybe it's just me. Maybe I just need to take a chill pill. But I really don't understand why y'all try so hard. Like, you can like somebody and they can still fuck up. Like, it happens. Allegedly, Kelly complained to production about this event. I think that has something to do with their fallout as well. Now, I'm gonna be honest. What did Kelly complain about? Because ain't nobody complain about that damn puppy fucking birthday party you had. Got them damn dogs running around with dye and fake eyelashes on and shit. Somebody need to call the ASPCA on your ass. And speaking of calling, why are y'all calling the CPS on that lady with her daughter doing the boots on the ground? Why are y'all calling the CPS on that lady? Tell me the whole story. Somebody who know the story of the little girl, they call her Miss Shirley. Now, I'm not going to call no 3-year-old Miss nothing. But the little girl doing the boots on the ground, why is y'all mad? Why are y'all calling CPS on that lady? Is it more to the story that I don't know? Like, is the girl in the basement and she got to do the boots on the ground dance in order to eat dinner? I mean, do the parents like only buy her cowboy boots and fans. And she like, why are we calling CPS on these people? Somebody said she should be in school and not doing the boots on the ground. Let me explain something to you. And this is coming from a teacher. This is coming from a teacher. Because let's call a thing a thing. This is a fad. It'll be gone in another 3 months. They'll be on to something else. Let that lady take that baby down to the Jennifer Hudson show and do her damn boots on the ground dance. In 3 months, won't nobody be talking about that little girl. Let that mama get her 5 minutes and 15 minutes of fame, maybe clock a few dollars. I hope she put it in her college fund. But if she just take her to Disney World, I don't even give a damn. Why a man saying she had an OnlyFans account? An OnlyFans account to do what? Okay, see, y'all giving me information because I don't know all of this. Somebody says she's performing at nightclubs. Hold on, let me read what y'all saying. Because that little girl be all in grown men's laps and performing for adults. I see why CPS was called. Okay, all right. Tracy said the bar's open. We got Larry. She make me sick. Tracy make me sick. We got Larry Hoover, Lemonade, Don Julio Hennessy. We have not Big. I can't stand Tracy. Big Meech Mango Lemonade with Tito's and Hennessy and the NBA Youngboy Incredible. Tracy make me sick. But go on, give me one of them Incredible Hogs, girl. Give me one of that. Take me back. That take me back. Okay. They're trying to compare that little girl to Shirley Temple as well and how she was treated by her parents. It's because they're making money. That person wishes they were being paid. Ooh, okay, Georgia Peach. She didn't have an OnlyFans. It was a fan book page. That's what I thought. It was a fan page on Facebook. It was not an OnlyFans page. She put OnlyFans on the page and people misunderstood. It's a Facebook fan page. It was a fans only page on Facebook. See how stuff gets, see? Now y'all done called the CPS on this lady thinking she had an OnlyFans account for her child. And she did. She had a fans only over on the YouTube. What's proof all over YouTube, Bossy Don Diva? What's up, cuz? Yeah, go on and can y'all make a fireball for my cousin who don't even drink? Please and thank you. Let me tell you, I'm about to tell some of my family business. My cousin does not drink, okay? Maybe on a off occasion here or there, he might take a sip or two, okay? He'll probably get drunk if he smells some liquor, okay? He does not drink. But when I tell you he got more liquor in his house than probably everybody in this room put together. Probably everybody in this room put together. Okay. Okay. That's the other thing too. Y'all do realize that OnlyFans is not an adult website. It's become popular because people put adult content over there. But there are chefs that have OnlyFans pages. There are people that like professors who teach classes. Like y'all do know it's other things on OnlyFans. Even if the mom, I mean, I'm not saying that the mama should have done that, but y'all do know it's other things on OnlyFans, right? Yeah, maybe I don't know. Right, people do workouts over there. Yeah, like it's like Patreon, but it's become popular because they allow adult content over there. So it's become very popular with adult people who do adult content. Because a lot of places will flag that, whereas the people who run OnlyFans don't flag it. See, Nubian said, I didn't know that. Right, it is not an adult-only website. It is just a website that allows adult-only content. So even if the mama had done an OnlyFans page, which I don't think would have been a good idea because that is what people think of when they think about it, But even if the mama had done one, that still ain't no reason to call CPS on that lady. Now, somebody said it's stuff all over the internet of what? What am I looking? Because I'm gonna look. What am I looking for? We about to close the doors in a minute, Don, because we got 160 people in here. What I'm looking for on the YouTube for the Miss Shirley? Hold on. Let me look. Y'all said I'm looking for stuff that people should call CPS on. Hold on. Miss Shirley, which I still on now. That I ain't calling that. Okay. And then it pop right up, boots on the ground. Okay. So I see her on the Jennifer Hudson show. I see shorts of her doing the boots on the ground. I see her in the official video for Boots on the Ground. Miss Shirley dancing to Keep On Stepping by Mike Clark Jr. Okay, I see her. Now, there are men in here, but these are the men that did the song. Okay. She's just dancing. She's just dancing. She's not, the men ain't touching her. She's just dancing. Okay, let me see. Let me keep scrolling. I'm looking for the videos all over the internet of her doing something inappropriate. Hold on, let me see. Now here go. Okay, okay, she doing boots on the ground again. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. I don't see her in no nightclub. I don't see her in no nightclub. You said there's a news clip of her sitting in between a random man's legs. Let me see here. Here's a news clip right here. Let me see if this is the one you're talking about. Let me see. This is 2 minutes long. We ain't gonna sit here for 2 minutes. Let me red ball. Let me see. She dancing. Hold on. Okay. Is this the wait a minute? Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me pause it. Hold on. Let me pause it. Is this what you're talking about right here? Where she's dancing with the man and she's sitting on that man's lap? Is that what you're talking about? The man right there that she's doing the boots on the ground line dance with? And right there where you talking about that right there with the little girl is sitting in that man's lap? Is that what you're talking about? The random man on the news whose lap she's sitting in? Is that what you're talking about right there? He's not a random man. He's the man that made the song Boots on the Ground. He's not a random man. He is the man that made the song. That's him. That's the guy that did the song that she did the line dance to. He's not random. He's not some man off the street. He's the man that made the damn song. You said, yikes, that don't make it right. But you said he was a random man. He's not a random man. That's what you said it like it was some dude. You said she was in a nightclub. That's not a nightclub. That is her sitting on a news show with the man who made the song that went viral. And y'all got to stop sexualizing it. See, that's part of the problem. Y'all sexualize everything. There's nothing wrong with that that girl's 3 years old. It's the Johnny Gill video. Do I need to find? Okay, you said Johnny Gill video. Hold on. What I gotta Google? Shirley, Miss Shirley and Johnny Gill, Lovely Nola. Is that what I gotta find? Hold on, let me see. Miss Shirley, Johnny Gill. Let me see if that comes up. Let me see what comes up now. Y'all know I'll change my mind if y'all give me something. Hold on, Johnny. Shout out my fingers. Johnny Gill. Okay, let me see what she did. Let me see what she did to the Johnny Gill song. Let me see here. Okay. Boots on the ground. I don't see her doing nothing to Johnny Gill. I don't see it. I really don't see it. I don't see it. Y'all gonna have to send it to me. Somebody send it to me because I Googled Miss Shirley Johnny Gill. I don't see nothing with her doing nothing with Johnny Gill. Y'all gonna have to send it to me. It's inappropriate, but that's you have every right to your opinion, Miss Bossy. Bossy Don Diva, you have every right to your opinion. The red dress song. Okay. She did a song to the red dress. Hold on. I'm gonna try. I want to find it. Because I'll change my mind. I'll say, oh no, that's too far. Okay, hold on, Ms. Shirley. Let me type red dress. Let me see. Red dress. Let me see here. Okay. I see Mr. Okay, hold on. Let me because it hold on. Let me mute it. What's up, man? I was gonna hit you up earlier, but I was at work. I was gonna hit you up and check in on you. Hold on, let me listen. You know what? We're gonna move on because y'all about to, when I say y'all, I ain't talking about y'all, but the people about to make me mad. Let me move on. That's the video that y'all mad about. That's why y'all call CPS on that lady mama. Do y'all do I think it was the best look? No. But when I tell you I can go on TikTok and see 500 of them videos, y'all gonna call CPS on all them people. I can find 500 of those videos on CPS of them doing little girls with high heels on and dress and wigs and all of that. She's literally acting out the song, y'all. Put on your red dress. She had on a red dress and stepping them high heels. She put on a pair of her mama's heels and some of that sweet perfume, and she's spraying perfume on her body. And she's got on a wig, and she's putting on nude lipstick, not fire engine red lipstick, but nude lipstick. I'm like, that's what y'all calling the police on. So y'all are going to risk that child going into the system, going to live in an orphanage or foster care because of that? That's what y'all doing? Okay. Anyway. I mean, again, everybody has a right to their opinion. I think calling CPS is a bit extreme, but that's just me. That's just me. Baby, see, this the problem. And don't get me wrong. Do I think that we allow our children to grow up too fast? I do. I do. But I don't think that hit the mark of calling CPS on that lady's mama. Now, I remember me and my two best friends standing in the living room being Donna Ross and the Supremes when we were like, I mean, we weren't 3, obviously, but we were like maybe 10, 11 years old. And we would, baby love, my baby love. Like we were doing like the whole thing. And my mama was laughing. She thought it was cute. You know why? Because she was just happy we were appreciating the music she grew up on. We did a whole performance for her. And she thought it was so cute. I can only imagine if somebody saw it and was like, oh, if the neighbors were walking by and saw us doing baby love and go, oh, what are they doing in that house? Oh, like, y'all really? Anyway, that ain't even on my list. I don't even know how I got sidetracked off of that, child. Let me get back to what I wanted to talk about, child. Let me get back to what I wanted to talk about. We're going to talk about the Larry Reid. I saw somebody ask about Larry Reid. We're going to talk about the Larry Reid thing, child, in a second. You know what? Let me go ahead and let me see here. Hey, Cruz, I saw you, boo. I saw everybody coming in. I saw y'all coming in. Hey, y'all. Come on in, y'all. I saw a video of her saying her numbers in Spanish. Well, they might call ICE on her next. Don't tell nobody she speaks Spanish, child. They might call ICE. Anyway. I mean, what kid in here didn't try to put her mama's heels on when you was a kid? What kid didn't try to walk around in her mama's heels? But anyway, y'all. The difference is people feel like they need to put everything on the internet. And once you put it on the internet, you open yourself up to other people's opinions. That's the problem. Everybody feel like they have a right to an opinion once you put it online. So, that's not what was called on. They thought she had an OnlyFans page. But you know what? Again, like I said, if people would educate themselves and understand that OnlyFans is not an adult-only content website, even if her mama had started an OnlyFans page, go and see what the content is. It could have been an OnlyFans page of all of her dancing. It could have been an OnlyFans page of content of her doing line dances. The fact that I still think it was ridiculous for people to call CPS based off of misinformation. You thought, not you, I don't mean you, I'm talking about the person who did it. You thought she had an OnlyFans page based on what? Did you go to onlyfans.com and search her name and find one? No, you didn't do that. You heard it from somewhere to somewhere that somebody said, that somebody repeated, that their cousin said, and then you decided it was a good idea to call CPS. Come to find out, the mama just started a fan page for her on Facebook and monetized it. So what? I monetized. Do y'all know how many, what's that little boy's name? Ryan? That little white boy? I hate to say it like that, but he's white. He's a little boy. But that little white boy, Ryan, whose parents started a YouTube channel for him. And you know what Ryan did on his YouTube channel? Baby, he reviewed toys. His parents taped him playing with toys. And he would say whether he liked the toy or he didn't like the toy, what he liked about the toy, what he didn't like the toy. That little boy is a millionaire. And he has his own line of toys in Target. Before we was boycotting Target, I bought my little nephew some of his toys, and he loved Ryan. So what's wrong with her mama monetizing what he's doing? Ryan's audience was kids, but okay, never mind. Let's move on, because I ain't about to sit here. Let's move on. Okay. Speaking of kids, let's move on. Speaking of kids, shout out to Monique, the comedian Monique. Last year, her son made headlines when he came down here, and he basically told his truth. Well, his truth, like I said. He basically told his truth, okay? He talked about growing up with her as a mom and his relationship with her and Sydney and all of that. Well, shout out. It looks like they have recently reconciled. There are pictures down to the Instagram that she's posted with her son, with all of her children, and with Sydney. And they're all smiling. So shouts out to them for working out whatever needed to be worked out. And you know what else I can appreciate? They did it behind closed doors. Whatever this process was, they did it behind closed doors. Now, they came down here and put us all in their business on the front end. But I can appreciate that they resolved it on the back end privately. So shouts out to her, and good for her. Good for her. Y'all, we just got a bunch of hit or miss stories today. I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. That's probably why I just spent 20 minutes on Miss Shirley, child, because I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Baby, Smokey Robinson said, not today. Smokey Robinson said, not today. Okay. Smokey Robinson has filed a $500 million with an M countersuit against ex-employees and accused them of slander, extortion, and elder abuse. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. The reason why that hit me, like that is because after the accusations that them ladies made about you, Smokey, and then you gonna turn around and sue them for elder abuse, baby, the way. It's not funny, y'all. I'm sorry. It's not funny. The way them ladies said in their lawsuit that you popped that blue pill and had them laid out over that towel down to the purple bedroom. Was it a blue bedroom, the purple bedroom? Baby, what? Elder abuse. Elder abuse. But he has filed a countersuit for $500 million. Now, these two women are barely in the country. They said you was holding their immigration status over their head. I don't know where you think they're going to get $500 from, much less $500 million, but okay. But Smokey said what you not going to do. Now, see, calling Kevin Lyles. Kevin Lyles, come here. This is how you respond to somebody, a lawsuit that you say, sir, you do not create a whole website. You do not create a whole website. You let your attorneys handle it, and you let your attorneys file the proper motions in court. You do not come down to the internet and buy a whole domain and build a website. Who even does websites anymore, sir? You build a whole website. I hear you, ma'ams. I'm with you, boo. I'm with you. I saw that elder abuse accusation coming. He's playing the feeble old man card. The Viagra doesn't guarantee still pipe. Ooh, oh. I wouldn't know nothing about taking the Viagra, and I wouldn't know anything about steel pipes. I don't know anything about those things. Moving right along. Cassie had her baby. I don't know why this was headline news, but Cassie had her baby. We knew she was due this week, right? Like, did we not know she was due? Okay, Cassie had the baby. Congratulations to her husband. I hope that you could take your alleged $30 million and move on and enjoy your life. Okay? I believe they named the baby Frankie. It's a little girl. They named her Frankie. Somebody on the news, I was watching something today, and somebody was asking, why would they name her Frankie? It's too close to Frank White. Listen. If she want to name that baby Frankie, and her husband is okay with her naming that baby Frankie, baby, let them go on about their Frankie little business. T-Pain came down to the internet and let y'all understand that he's grown. He's grown. There was a video circulating of T-Pain dancing on stage. And the person said, the original caption that I saw said, T-Pain is so fun in concert. If you get a chance to see him, you should check him out. And there's a clip of him dancing, and he's not twerking, but he's dancing with his booty, but he's not twerking. And you can see he's just having fun. Like, he's really being silly, right? So this person wrote, they took the clip and they decided to caption, and then they decided to at him. At T-Pain, you, bogus, ASL, boy, BOI. I gotta block you, you, literally popping yo, YO, ass, gang. Dead serious about it too. So you felt like you needed to You felt like you needed to at T-Pain to tell him you weren't going to go see him because he was popping his ass on stage. And then you felt like, I'm dead serious about it too. So here's where T-Pain came down to Al Gore's good internet, and it reminded y'all that he's grown. T-Pain said, please block me. If you in the closet and can't live your life without worrying about if strangers know your sexual orientation. I've been married for 22 years, and I'm definitely not concerned if some random nigga from Albany thinks I'm gay for having the time of my life during a performance. Y'all niggas need some hobbies. Y'all, the way I read this and cackled, the way I read this and cackled. He said, y'all need some hobbies. Oh, God. I'm glad I came down here because I am having a good time with y'all today. Who's y'all? I'm having a good time with y'all. Okay, hold on. What else I got to talk about down here? Okay, I have a serious question for the tribe. I have a serious question for the tribe. This is serious. The BET Awards for 2025 have announced that Mariah Carey, Kirk Franklin, Jamie Foxx, and Snoop Dogg are going to receive the Ultimate Icon Award. And Mariah Carey is set to perform. Now, my question to the tribe is, are we boycotting BET or not because of them honoring Snoop? Are we boycotting BET or not? I need to know before I decide I'm going to come down here and talk to y'all about it. Or are we just going to skip over Snoop? Are we just going to skip over Snoop? Or are we just not going to watch the whole show? Y'all tell me. Okay, I see boycotting. Not Chuck said, I don't even have BET channel, child. Janae says, I care nothing for Calvin. Not his government name. Stay home, Snoop. Keep BET. Okay. Skip Snoop. I don't have cable. I ain't watching it anyway. Okay. Okay. We boycotting. Okay. Just going to watch the highlights on YouTube. I know that's right. I'm watching and skipping over Snoop. Okay. All right. I'm watching and skipping over Snoop. Okay. I feel like a lot of people are just going to skip the Snoop portion of the night. Okay. All right. Okay. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched. Okay. Okay. All right. I just wanted to ask y'all. I was just trying to get a consensus on what the tribe was doing for this one. Okay. I'm sure that Jamie, I'm here for the Jamie Foxx tribute and all of that. And listen, did we not call this one yesterday? Oh, it's backwards. Y'all can't read it. It says Julie and Todd Chrisley's prison release to be featured on their new reality show. Didn't we call that? Didn't we say that this is going to be on the show? That this is going to be on the show? Oh, it did show correctly? Oh, okay. We knew that. I'm here for Kirk, Jamie, and Mariah. Yeah, we knew it was going to be on the show. We knew it was going to be on the show, child. Okay. All right. Let me keep going through and see what we. I told you I just got a bunch of random stories, honey. Just a bunch of random shit. Okay. Now, House of Villains has put out their list for this season. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never really been interested in watching House of Villains over to the Peacock, but they got my girl on this season coming up. Oh, you're welcome, Donna. They will get their restitution back, so they really got away with not paying tax. Absolutely, they got away with it, Mims. House of Villains 3. Now, some of these people on here I don't care nothing about. Paul Abraham, I don't even know who that is. Abrahamian, I think. Tyson, a pistol, don't know who that is. Kate Chaston, she got on my nerves on Traders. Jackie Christie, she gets on my nerves on Basketball Wives. Plain Jane, for those who don't know who Plain Jane is, she was the drag queen that got kicked off of RuPaul's Drag Race for basically catfishing and allegedly sexually assaulting someone. Johnny Middlebrooks, have no idea who that is. Ashley Mitchell, don't know who that is. Tiffany Pollard, listen, this is season 3. Why is Tiffany still on this show? This is literally season 3. Christine Quinn, Tom Sandoval. But the reason why I said I might even... That wasn't Plain Jane. Oh, you know what? I apologize. That was not. That was Cherry Pie. I'm so sorry. That was Cherry Pie. Plain Jane won 2 seasons ago. Never mind. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Plain Jane, I apologize. Oh, no, she didn't win. She was number 3. Plain Jane, I truly apologize. I truly, truly apologize. That was Cherry Pie. Plain Jane, she was in the top 3. Right. She was in the top 3 2 seasons ago. I am so sorry. I really, truly, truly, truly apologize, Plain Jane. That was a total slip up. Total slip up. Sorry. It was not. That was Cherry Pie. That was not Plain Jane. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Y'all. But my girl Drita is going to be on there. And I don't know if this is going to be the new and improved mature Drita or if this is going to be season 1 of Mob Wives Drita. Thank you, lovely Solar 2. Thank you for becoming a member or renewing your membership, whichever one. Thank you so much. But I don't know if that's enough for me to want to watch it because I honestly, I don't know why Tiffany is still here. I don't know why Tiffany is still here. But I love me some Drita. That was my girl. I miss Mob Wives too. Oh, I miss Mob Wives so much. I do too. I love me some Mob Wives. All right. So, all right, y'all. Shannon Sharpe is saying that he is postponing the podcast tour until summer of 2026 amid legal troubles. He said this is the best thing as of right now. So here's what somebody earlier was saying. Is he really postponing it or are the tickets not selling? I believe the tickets are selling. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of his audience. His audience is men. Like, his target audience are like men over the age of like 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, those men are not mad at him. Those men are not boycotting him. Yes, the tickets are selling. Absolutely, the tickets are selling. I think that this is coming from, I think advertisers may have pulled out. Sponsors may have pulled out. I think maybe his attorney told him he need to go sit down for a minute. But I think it's more of a sponsorship thing than it is audience. I there's no doubt in my mind that them tickets are selling. His numbers are still good on his podcast. They should put New York and Pumpkin. Child, I don't care about that. I don't even think that would be entertaining at this point. Y'all think they would still fight? You think New York and Pumpkin was? I mean, for the cameras, they would, obviously. For the cameras, they definitely would put on a show. I'm not mad at Shannon as long as it's okay with the government representatives. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean as long as it's okay with the government representatives? He's not. The government don't have nothing to do with what's going on with Shannon Sharpe. I don't understand what that means. Nightcap views are down, but that could be due to there's no football. I think that's probably, I'm sure it has something to do with what's going on, but I bet you the bigger reason is because there's no football. I told you guys, it stopped showing up. I was subscribed to Nightcap, and I used to watch it. I ain't gonna say I watched it every night, but I watched it regularly. And then it just stopped showing up. Even before this lawsuit, it stopped showing up in my stream. And a lot of people said the same thing, that it wasn't showing up on their stream anymore. So I think the viewership, I think for whatever reason, YouTube was doing what YouTube does. And that was before the lawsuit. That was before the lawsuit stuff. Because I thought they were on vacation. I was like, they still doing Nightcap? Because I haven't seen it. And then I just started seeing clips on TikTok. And I was like, what are these clips? These are new episodes. Why am I not getting a notification on YouTube? So I think it's a combination, but I do think it has a lot to do with football season being over. Because again, I wasn't getting any notification. You spit in my face, we beefing forever. Now that's true. You're right. Now you're right about that. You're right. You're right. I never watched them, and I get recommended to watch them. See, that's weird. That's hot. Not only was I subscribed, I used to watch them, especially during football. Now, football season, I did watch them every time they went live. Every time they went live. Every time they went live, I watched them. But then it seemed like after the Super Bowl, now I know they did go on vacation immediately after the Super Bowl. Immediately after the Super Bowl, they went on vacation. You know, we already talked about that, Sharice, but thank you, boo. We literally already talked about that already. Your channel isn't giving out the notifications either? YouTube knows you love football. They probably do, because I watch a lot of the football stuff, so they probably do. Who gets punished and who doesn't? If you're a blank, you go to jail, and if you get a cabinet position or the nation's house. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Justice for the Cosbys. The Cosbys who? What Cosbys? Bill Cosby? What justice he supposed to get? I'm so confused. Bill is out of jail. Bill ain't in jail. Bill been out of jail. Bill Cosby has been out of jail for a minute. He been out of jail. So confusion. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Got a few more things to talk about, child. Hold on. Got a few more things to get into, honey. I guess, okay, do we want to talk about, we're going to talk about the pardons. Y'all, you know, Lovely Soul, that's a good question. If you had asked me that, okay, so her question is, do you think Trump will pardon Diddy? If you asked me that 2 months ago, my answer would have been 50-50. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But girl, you asked me that today. My answer is yeah. At this point, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care what else happens with this trial. I really don't. And that doesn't mean that I don't think that some horrific things might be told, some stories might be put out there. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't give a damn nothing about this trial no more. You know why? Because Diddy could get convicted of 100 years, and I feel like he gonna get a pardon. Because after today, after today, and the pardons that have gone on over the last 2 to 3 days, all Diddy gonna do is cut the check. Y'all know they said Diddy has made like $5 million since he's been in jail. Y'all know how Diddy has made like $5 million since he's been in jail? Baby, he been renting out his private jet. Diddy has been renting out his private jet. And he's charging an average of $32,000 per trip. And that's like one way. Like, so it's like round trip, almost $100,000. Well, no, that's not almost 100, but like $60,000, $70,000 round trip. And they said since he's been locked up, he's booked over like 120 flights on his private jet. So yeah, Diddy's all right. I mean, I'm not saying he the kind of money he had before, but Diddy be all right. Yeah, the legal fees ain't no joke. Yeah, he definitely got the legal fees. Yeah, so anybody who asked me that, yeah, NBA YoungBoy got pardoned today. Larry Hoover got pardoned. Listen, well, first of all, here's what I think people need to understand. Here's what I think people need to understand. Donald Trump can pardon federal time. He can't do shit about state time. Baby, the state of Illinois done already said, Larry Hoover, Trump might have got rid of your Fed time, but come on over, bruh. You still owe us like 400 years state time. The state of Illinois was like, the state of Minnesota said the same thing. They were like, Donald Trump can pardon Derek Chauvin. Is that his name? The guy that killed George Floyd. They were like, he still owe the state of Minnesota state time. So he can get pardoned if he want to, and then he coming right over here to us. Come on over. So Larry Hoover, those people are being recorded for sirens. They best not do no drugs or have X on it. Chauvin was still Minnesota time. Governor Walz will not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so for those who don't know who Larry Hoover is, Larry Hoover he's a gang leader. He's been convicted of these things, so I can say it. Gang leader, drug dealer, he got convicted of all that shit. Just listen, just throw a dart at the wall and he probably did it. Larry, like at first I was mad, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, Larry Hoover. Like, do y'all know what Larry Hoover is accused of? And then I remembered. He ain't going nowhere. Like, he owed the state of Illinois, like, I forgot how many years. But, yeah. He just owed the state of Illinois, child. Yeah, just Google Larry Hoover. If you don't know who Larry Hoover is, just Google him. Just Google him. And dumbass, what's his name? Dumbass, hold on, let me find it. I took a screenshot of it. Dumbass Jay Prince talking about thank you to President Donald Trump and the angel from heaven, my sister Alice Marie, for allowing the creator to work through you. We're deeply grateful for the president for doing what no other president would, freeing and pardoning my brother Larry Hoover. In his own words, never stop swinging. Thank you, boo. Thank you, Ray. He was the leader of the gangster disciples. He allegedly, listen, just y'all Google that man. Says he was sentenced to 150 to 200 years. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't even understand. He's not coming home. Oh, Todd Chrisley is out of jail. That just came up. Todd Chrisley is released from prison one day after receiving pardon from Donald Trump. There are no pictures yet. I'm sure they'll post a picture. You know, Todd got to go get his hair done, coiffed, and he's got to go get his spray on tan. And, you know, he's not going to allow himself to be photographed not looking his best. So we'll get a picture of Todd Chrisley within the next 24 hours of him looking perfectly coiffed. Right? He got to go get his Botox redone. You know, he's probably picked up a few pounds. So he's got to go get nipped, tucked, and sucked. Ooh, that didn't come out right. I'm going to get the fat sucked out. I'm going to get his fat sucked out. I didn't mean nothing else. Y'all keep talking about his prison husband. I'm not mad at y'all. Right. I knew somebody was going to say that. That's why I had to clean it up. I knew somebody was going to say it. Child. Y'all just dumb. So y'all really think Larry Hoover about to come home? Yeah, he got to color his hair. I'm sure his hair is gray by now. Yeah, he definitely. Now, I don't know how he got away with them not getting a picture, but trust and believe. Do I think he's learned how to do cornrows? Who's renting that Diddy plane with all that might have gone on? Well, you know, listen. Maybe some of his friends did it as a way to give him money without it looking like they were giving him money. Like, I don't know. Jamie, who you fussing at? Jamie, who you mad at? What's going on, Jamie? Jamie fussing? Now he might need to. Yeah, he gonna have to get his teeth taken. Yeah, because you know them veneers, they might be out of alignment. Yeah, he definitely got to get it together. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about Jess Hilarious, and then you leaving it alone. Okay. Glam was definitely waiting for him at the door. His daughter got all that stuff lined up for him yesterday. Child, you know they didn't mean that shit. The party of law and order. You know that was a lie. Okay. Now, I want y'all. Sis. Oh, and shout out to Big Frida. She had the home going for her partner Devon today. One thing I love about the New Orleans culture, I love how y'all send people home. And shout out to her. If you watched her reality show, you know who her partner was, and they've been together for 20 years. Whether people liked him or not, whether people thought he was good for her or not, she loved that man's dirty draws. She loved that man's dirty draws. And he passed away last week, they said, due to complications from diabetes. And so his homegoing was today. And baby, the clips listen, I love how I love a New Orleans homegoing. All right, I want y'all to let's go on a trip. Let's go on a trip. Obama should have pardoned every person who got a federal weed charge. Well, he let a lot of them out. A lot of people who went to jail, a lot of them did get out under Obama. Nonviolent offenders, a lot of nonviolent offenders did get out. It looked really nice. It looked really, really, really nice. Now I want y'all to hear something. Now, this is political commentator Lene Vinay. Is that her name? Lene Vinay. She was speaking about her political activism. And I want y'all to hear the whole clip because I just want to make sure that y'all hear the whole clip before we get into it. So
strategizing. So why should we? Mm-hmm. And especially if we're already playing catch up, like it's never a day when we should just be like, oh, the struggle will be here tomorrow. But that means you should also be strategizing for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And it's not to say that your life has to be completely shaped by that. Because I say often, like, my friends think I'm single now. And they're like, so what, you want like a Mark Lamont Hill? No, like no shade to Mark. He's great, but I don't need that to encompass my entire life. Like I'm still a human being. So I'm not saying that you got to live, breathe, die, fight the power, but you do have to have some things ingrained in the way that you move about your day, period.
Now, I want y'all to understand that this woman is talking about political activism. Did y'all hear y'all heard her? She was talking about political activism.
Ingrained in the way that you move about your day, period, to understand that the work never stops. So we just got to find that balance.
And for you, I want somebody who knows that women can have babies.
Oh, okay.
Only women can have babies. I just want to let you know that.
Interesting. There are other people who can.
Now, Jess Hilarious decided to jump her ignorant, transphobic, homophobic, ignorant ass in the middle of this woman's commentary about political activism to insert her ignorant point of view on a woman having a baby. Now, what I love is how this was handled.
There are other people who can have babies.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if they have a uterus, they can have babies. But they just might not identify as woman. Okay. Those are two different things. Like you can be biologically female, but you can't be biologically woman. Because woman is a gender construct. A social construct. But if you got a uterus, yeah, you can have a baby.
Yes, that's the point. If you have
No, that's not the point, Jess. The point is, this was on the Breakfast Club. Then y'all hear stupid Charlamagne laughing in the background, child. But here's the thing. I don't even know who this woman is. Pardon my ignorance. I don't even know who Lene is. So pardon my ignorance. I don't even know who she is. But I'm thinking to myself, even if she is trans, which I don't think she is, but I don't know, why was that the appropriate time to insert your opinion on a woman versus a female being able to have a child? Because she got you all the way together. Let's be clear. She cleared the room with your ignorant ass because she let it be known female is a social construct. I mean, woman is a social construct. Female is the biological. So a woman, people identify. Females are the ones that have the uteruses. So when she said other people can have babies as long as you have a uterus, and she was like, yeah, that's the point. No, that's not the point. You missed the point. You missed how she cleared you. You missed how she totally cleared you. Because she was trying to get you to understand that female and woman ain't the same thing. She's a popular social justice influencer that became popular on Instagram with her parking lot pimping chronicles. Oh, okay. I feel like I've heard that term parking lot pimping. Okay. Like I said, thank y'all for it. Pardon my ignorance. Thank y'all for entertaining me. Just show why people like Lauren better. Yeah. It was just out of nowhere. And I was just like, what? So then ignorant as Jess Hilarious comes down to her Instagram today and decides to post all these pictures of her being pregnant, talking about having a uterus is my superpower. She's so damn ignorant. I just can't. Jess Hilarious is just fucking ignorant. And just the ignorance just ignorant. Right, Miss Baythang. Hashtag ABC. Shout out to El Taddy. Generally, people use female and woman interchangeably. I don't get the social media attention over it. Well, because again, when people make those comments about what a real woman this and a real woman that, that's when you force people to have to like correct you. Just like when we talk about race and people, there's always one person that want to correct me. Always that one person that wants to correct me about race and what's the race and damn it, the other word is escaping me now, but it's the same thing, right? That y'all, it's always one person that when we start talking about race relations and I start talking about black and that's a social construct, there's no such thing as the black. I get it, I understand, but we're having this general conversation. So I guess it's that same thing when people start ethnicity, that's it. Thank you, Informed. But when people start conflating the two, when that's part of the conversation, then that's why I guess people make it a thing. Right. Thank you, ethnicity. Oh, is it because of Kaya and TS? Child. Ma'ams, they was tearing me up in the comments over Kaya, child. They was defending Kaya, honey. They was tearing me up. They was tearing me up in them comments about it, honey. Well, Maddie done already ate up Jess Hilarious. Maddie done already cussed Jess Hilarious up. That's part of the reason why when people see, and this is why I said what I said the other day, because I know where a lot of people are getting this. She said nasty things about women from, because when T.S. Madison and Jess Hilarious got into it, T.S. Madison did what T.S. Madison does. She cussed Jess Hilarious the fuck out. And people were like, she was being disrespectful to women. She said nasty things about women. Jess Hilarious came for her first. Jess Hilarious came for her first. Jess Hilarious misgendered T.S. Madison. Jess Hilarious refuses to call T.S. Madison a woman. She refuses to use female pronouns. So whenever she addressed, and she calls T.S. Madison by her dead name, even though T.S. Madison throws it out all the time. But again, it's disrespectful. So when she responds in kind, when she meets the disrespect with disrespect, now all of a sudden everybody mad. She's made nasty comments about, that's why I said I want somebody to come up here and just tell me, what did T.S. Madison say that offended, that I should be offended by as a woman? Because y'all keep, when I say y'all, I mean the people in the comments, y'all keep coming at me like I'm a traitor to my kind, to my people, by liking TS and having an issue with Kaya. Y'all act like I was a traitor, but when I gave y'all the opportunity to come up here and tell me what T.S. Madison said, because maybe I missed it. Maybe TS said something I'm supposed to be mad about. remember T.S. Madison correcting that lady, that trans woman that came down on TikTok and made comments about the period, and then come to find out that clip had been edited. And when we heard the whole clip, then everybody was like, oh, that's not what she said. That's not what she actually said. I don't know. Anyway, I ain't going down that road, child. All right, last but not least, because I told y'all I ain't have a whole lot to talk about today. It's 250 of y'all in here. If y'all could please hit the like button, please. I was told I really don't like black women because I support TS, and she will never be a black woman. You can't win with these people. And that's just the funny thing. She is a black woman. She's not a black female, but she is a black woman. But again, neither here nor there. Toucan Sam talked about Maddie's mama, but gets mad at her response about Toucan's kid. Right. That's the same thing. People were like, I don't care, because Maddie said something about Kaya's grandkids, and that was just disrespectful. And I'm thinking in my mind, how many kids has Kaya talked about? Like, have y'all watched Kaya? Have y'all watched Kaya's channel? How many kids has Kaya talked about? But I'm supposed to be mad because Maddie said that your child is cross-eyed after Kaya threatened to drag Maddie's mama? Oh, okay. But moving right along. Exactly, BB. Moving right along. So let me give y'all the update on this. Let me say this. I guess the theme of today's episode is people being able to separate their personal feelings from what's going on, right? So yesterday, there was an update on the TD Jakes case. And I was like, oh, man, let me see what the update is. And Tracy sent me the update. Shout out to Tracy. She's back there at the bar. Don't forget to tip your bartender. Tracy send me the update, right? Now, I'm going to go on and tell y'all the truth. That update is 400 and something pages long. Let me tell you what I wasn't about to do. I wasn't getting ready to read through 400 pages. But when I got off of here, I caught a couple of videos, and this is not about any person in particular. This is just a general statement where people was hooting and hollering like TD Jakes had put the nail in, and oh my gosh. And they made it all about Larry Reed. Like, oh, he get ready to come after Larry going up. They coming for you, Larry. They coming for you, Larry. Larry. And I was like, how did this become about Larry Reed? So I'm going to read y'all this article. And then I'm going to talk to y'all about my opinion. And then we're going to roll on over. So I found this article, child. Okay. TD Jakes stands by defamation lawsuit against man accusing him of abuse. And this is from yesterday. Well, it's from today, actually. The article is from today. With the help of his high-profile attorney, founder of the Potter's House in Dallas, TD Jakes insisted Tuesday that former pastor-turned-registered offender Dwayne Youngblood fabricated a claim that Jakes assaulted him when he was a teenager some 40 years ago. Now, let me be clear. This article is a little biased. I can tell by the source where I got it from. But it wasn't a lot of people writing about this, okay? It wasn't a lot of people giving us an update. So it is biased. It is definitely biased towards TD Jakes, but that doesn't change my point. With the help, the attorney wrote in a 483-page filing in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Pennsylvania that Youngblood's motion to dismiss Jakes' defamation lawsuit should be denied for many reasons, including what he calls counterfeit case law. First among them, most of the authority cited in his brief is made up, the filing reads. In support of the motion, Youngblood fabricates quotes from at least 8 cases as well as many other holdings. Jakes, okay, then it goes on to talk about him founding the Potter's House, child, we don't care. Youngblood's lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, has sought to dismiss the lawsuit. He most recently sought to dismiss Jakes' lawsuit pursuant to federal rules of civil procedure, which allows the defendant to move to dismiss a complaint if he doesn't allege enough facts to support a plausible legal claim. In a response to that motion, Potch, that's Jake's attorney, who helped win a $787 million defamation settlement for Dominion voting systems against Fox News in 2023, suggested Youngblood's motion to dismiss could be a product of a fever dream or artificial intelligence. In reality, the complaint more than adequately pleads each and every necessary element for his defamation and conspiracy claims. It is unclear whether the motion to dismiss is the product of a fever dream generated through improper use of AI software or some combination of the two. Regardless, Youngblood's motion is without legal or factual merit. His perversions of cited case law and the record in this case must be ignored and accounted for, and the motion should be denied so that Bishop Jakes can proceed with proving his case and vindicating his name. That's a quote from the lawsuit. Defamation lawsuits filed by celebrities are becoming more common, but they are especially hard to win because the plaintiff must prove that the defendant acted with malice. Malice means that the defendant knew the statements were untrue or acted reckless disregard for the truth. So it's a higher standard. Youngblood argued the same in his latest filing to dismiss Jake's lawsuit. Quote, the severe constitutional limitations placed on public figure defamation suits, particularly the requirement of actual malice proven by clear and convincing evidence, exist to prevent litigation from chilling public discourse. These limits, combined with plaintiff's failure to state a prima facie claim under compel dismissal here, Blackburn wrote. Moreover, the court independently noted the deficiencies raised in this rule motion in its April 25th memorandum opinion. The court observed the complainant's failure to allege specific defamatory statements, overuse of conclusionary assertions, and lack of factual content supporting falsity and malice, he added. Youngblood claimed in interviews with internet personality Larry Reed that Jakes assaulted him when he was on or about 18 or 19 years old. Jakes claims that Youngblood engaged in libel per se and a civil conspiracy to commit defamatory acts. The underlying story in this case depicts a carefully planned effort by a convicted criminal and those acting in concert with him to rewrite history in order to deflect blame and accountability for his own reprehensible and criminal conduct, and to publicly smear a renowned and, I'm not going to play with that word, respected religious leader in a blatant and explicit attempt to extort him for millions of dollars. Lawyers for Jake wrote in a 20-page lawsuit in which they detail Youngblood's history of abusing minors, yada, yada, yada. It goes through the back and forth cases. Jake's response to Youngblood's motion to dismiss alleges that the former pastor was aware of the lies when he made them to Larry Reed. Key contradictions in the story also show that the tale is fabricated. On Larry Reed Live, Youngblood stated that he was 18 or 19 for his story, but in his subsequent letter from counsel demanding money, Youngblood changed the story to make himself a minor, stating that he was just 17. This type of contradiction suggests either an intentional lie or at least a reckless disregard for the truth, giving Youngblood substantial motive to make up stories about Jakes and his total fabrication of the events described. Plaintiff can readily shoulder the burden to allege actual malice. So listen. Here's what I want to say to y'all. And I didn't go to nobody's law school. I did not. Okay. I told y'all I got my law degree from Law and Order University by way of Matlock College. Sometimes I go down to the law offices of Hood and Ghetto, and I get me a couple of continuing education classes under my belt from Professor Pam. Okay. That is what I do. But I have read enough lawsuits. Hey, Powerful Boo. I have read enough lawsuits over the last, what we've been doing this for about a year and a half now, reading lawsuits over here, that I understand that this is par for the course, right? Sometimes attorneys take jabs. When they're filing these responses, they take little jabs. For Bishop T.D. Jakes' attorneys to say, oh, he using AI to file these responses, to file these cases, and he's misquoting case law. Y'all, that's what they do. I don't know whether it's true or not, because again, I didn't go to nobody's law school, and I ain't about to look up all these court cases and find out if he's quoting or misquoting. I ain't doing that. I ain't about to do that. I don't know. He might have got them quotes from Wikipedia. I don't know where he got them from. But what I will say is this. I feel like people were doing a lot yesterday, making it seem like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I think people hate Larry Reid so much that they focus so much on the Larry Reid aspect of it. They were like, oh, Larry gonna get it. He gonna get it. T.D. Jakes has been trying to rope Larry Reid into this from the very beginning. Larry Reid's name is in every single piece of this lawsuit from the very beginning. Why? Because it started on Larry Reid's platform. So every single part of this case is going to always quote Larry Reid. And if you go back to the first filing from T.D. Jakes, what T.D. Jakes said was he believed that this was a scheme set up by Larry to come to us with the bullshit. Y'all remember, we talked about this, y'all. If you go back to the beginning, T.D. Jakes and his attorneys have always tried to turn this into Larry Reid and Dwayne Youngblood were in cahoots from the beginning to come after him. Remember when they tried to get where they could they tried to get a warrant to subpoena Larry's emails so that they could find if what conversations had gone on back and forth between Larry and Dwayne Youngblood prior to the y'all remember all of this? And the judge was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you that. I don't think it's called a warrant. That a warrant, it's not called a warrant in civil case. Subpoena in civil case. A warrant is criminal. But I'm sitting here like, for them to bring Larry up and try to say that Larry is part of a conspiracy, they've been trying to say that from the beginning. Y'all, there was nothing new in that filing yesterday. It was 400 pages of nothing new. They threw some jabs. They said that Dwayne Youngblood is using AI. They said that he's not properly citing case law. I mean, okay, they said that. They said that they believe that Larry Reid was in on it from the beginning and that he's part of the conspiracy. Yeah, because they've been trying to loop, and I'm not saying Larry did or didn't. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But they have been trying to loop Larry in from the beginning. That's not new. If you go back and read the original petition, Larry's name, we said that over. Don talked about it on his channel. We said that. There you go. Thank you, Xavier. Xavier said, if you don't remember, go back and watch the video we did when the lawsuit was first filed. Was Larry Reid's YouTube channel affected? When you say affected, in what way? Like his YouTube channel didn't go down or anything like that. No. I mean, YouTube didn't take the video down or anything. No, to my knowledge. So I guess we back to where we started. Y'all got to stop letting y'all personal feelings about people cloud y'all's judgment. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that T.D. Jakes may not ultimately be successful in trying to connect Larry Reid to it. But to act like there was something new in this 400-page filing that all of a sudden Larry Reid been in it from the beginning. I heard Larry got strikes, but that's just, he might have strikes, but he don't have enough to take his channel. He might have strikes. He might, So I don't know, y'all. I caught a couple. Again, I'm not talking about any one YouTuber in particular, y'all. I caught a couple of videos yesterday, and I was just like, because I wasn't reading 400 pages. I'm just telling y'all now what I wasn't going to do. I was about to go through, because 80% of them 400 pages was shit we done already read. I wasn't going through all of that. So I said, well, let me catch a couple of videos of people who did do a breakdown and see what they was talking about. And I, neither here nor there. I didn't learn nothing new. I had to go try to find me an article, child. Anyway, let me get up off of here, y'all. Like I said, I didn't really have a lot to talk about today. I just had a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I hope we have over 200 likes. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on your way out the door. Thank you to everybody down here, all those that members became members, super chats, cash apps, and the like. I appreciate you guys. If you want the update on today's Diddy, the over to the Diddy trial, y'all go over there and check out Don. He was streaming live today. He did an AM and a PM session for y'all, so y'all can go catch all the commentary. Simone is actually there this week, Simone Redwine, so she's giving updates from inside of the courtroom. Armand Wiggins is still there. Mims left, but Armand is still there, and he's going live giving updates from the courtroom. So y'all, you know, I just, we may talk about Diddy another day, but not today. I can't. But with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.